Alright guys, we're going to take a moment to talk about tempo, because there are people out there who, I'm sure you've seen them lift, and it gives you the vibe of a toddler tantrum in a trampoline park. Every lift has got 4 stages. There's a lowering phase, any pause at the bottom, a lifting phase, and then any pause at the top. And that's what we mean when we say tempo. It's how long you spend in each part. So if you see 3010, that means 3 seconds down, no seconds pause at the bottom, 1 second up, and no seconds in the pause at the top. So in that tempo, each rep should take you about 4 seconds. So a set of 10 would take you around 40 seconds. And that's what we call time under tension. Charles Poliquin believed that the magic happened largely from that. The longer your muscles are under tension, the stronger you get and the more that they grow. Nowadays, top trainers like Paul Carter might argue that it's much more to do with using full range of motion and making sure that you apply a lot of stress and tension to your muscle through working with a proper weight. Either way, the truth sits somewhere in the middle. Lifting smoothly and with control and proper technique is always going to beat thrashing around like a Millwall fan's foreplay. Every lift has got a part that is uncomfortable, the hardest part. That might be the pause at the bottom, might be the squeeze at the top, it might be the slow lowering phase. And funnily enough, guess which is the part that people skip when they're half repping and they're acting like they're allergic to effort. Imagine a squat to this first tempo. Lower for 3 seconds, find the bottom of your squat, no pause, drive back up, and then no pause at the top. And you keep moving into the second rep at a steady tempo. Now you could manipulate the tempo to add challenge. Imagine now you do this second tempo. You lower for 3 seconds, pause for 2 seconds at the bottom, the hardest place to add the pause, come back up for 2 seconds, and then don't pause at the top. Start lowering into the next rep. Maybe even look at this third tempo. Take an example like a preacher curl. If you lower for 3 seconds, fully pause for 1 second at the bottom to extend your arm, tense your tricep at that point, raise for 1 second, and then squeeze hard for 1 second in the pause at the top. Sounds tougher than flailing around like the worst contestant on Strictly, doesn't it? Working to a controlled tempo forces you to own that uncomfortable bit, the part that actually makes you stronger. So next time you lift, stop rushing it. Control the bar, own the tempo, and don't lift with the control of a seagull fighting a crisp packet. And that's it. Easy.